Thanks a lot. So long, partner.
Howdy.
Thank you.
Greetings, Matt. Oh.
These winds can carry sand, will carry it too.
do our part to help.
We'll meet again. Thank you.
We question clientele.
Thank you. A lot of people have looked down on me because of where I'm from. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey!
Oh, everything looks truly wonderful. I never imagined our town being so beautiful again. Thank you all for the help. Certainly. You all know that as well as anyone. Well, I thank you for your modesty. I hope after this you'll have a bit of time to rest. To stop and smell the roses, so to speak.
Nice! Then, our work is done! And it's time to disband Operation Flowergate once and for all.
No way. Plan till I die, Minister Burgy Boy. Plan till I die.
Oh, I mean, sure. We'll come up with some new organization when the need comes, but I think we've flowered this town up as far as it'll go.
I hate to admit, you might be right.
You know, the new landscaping does call for constant upkeeping.
Ah!
We've gotta be prepared. Emergency meeting at the flower cave. Stat! Virgie boy!
Oh, okay!
Those two? Glad they're on our side. Yeah, me too. You know, I'm just real glad the whole plan went off without a hitch. Not so surprising considering all the wonderful people that worked on this. Coming from Highwind, I'm really surprised at the concentration of talented people in this town. And look at you! You've really shaped up into quite the Sandrock legend. Although, maybe I should have seen it coming. Even when we were kids, you'd be so reliable. Remember when we used to snag honey out of beehives? If you didn't always stand watch for the bee swarm, our faces might look a bit different right now. Oh, really?
Well, everyone gets their start somewhere.
I was trying to give you credit. But sure, I lost count of how many times we had to scrounge together pocket change to get you that lotion with the picture of the bee on it. Oh, be careful! Pain-relieving ointment! That was it.
Sounds like you two got into all sorts of trouble growing up.
Hey, is it me, or is Big Tree on Mount Roxanne looking a bit different?
Mama Tree!
Let's head over and check it out.
Well, Model, we've done it. Oh, if you could see our boy now.
Hey, Pa. Looks like others also noticed.
Hello, everyone.
Woohoo!
You saved the tree!
Looks just like it did 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
A scientific miracle! A miracle performed by us! And natural healing processes, etc.
I'm not even sure anymore.
I know. You worked very hard to make this happen. You didn't have to, but I am eternally grateful.
Being here with you guys for so long, this became our struggle too.
Wow, I'd forgotten what this view could look like.
My ma used to take me up here from time to time. After her disappearance, this tree died, and I never wanted to come up here again. But I guess everything turned out for the best.
Martel would have been very proud of what you accomplished, Zeke. Nearly 70 years of history has all led to this.
This is only the beginning. We made Sandrock green again. We can do anything!
Hey, Pa. Come look at this. Pa? Pa! Pa, are you all right?
I'm sorry. The journey up here seems to have really taken it out of me.
Glad you're all right.
Why wouldn't I be? I'm still fit as a fiddle.
Brr. Do you all feel that? Suddenly got a bit nippy up here.
A wind blows. A gentle wind that once would have prophesied ruin now soothes me.
Hey, that's... Got caught in the leaves. Could have gone straight through. It's Ma's letter from your scrapbook. The one that got blown off in the sandstorm. For it to end up all the way up here. Pa, we can put it back when we get home. Open it up when Ma comes back. Like you said.
No, it's time. I've known for some time now. Oh. Ah.
What's it say?
She wanted me to take you, Zeke, and ride down to High Wind.
What?
If you're reading this letter, I bet my life on Sandrock and lost. I failed Akil. I failed Theo. I failed Sandrock. And worst of all, I failed you, Mort. We've lost too many good people, and now there are none left. But our story doesn't have to end like this. Take Zeke east. Find a new life. Survive. I haven't lost everything if I know that you've made it. I can rest easy knowing you're safe. So, please, don't throw your life away chasing this foolish woman's foolish dream. Let Sandrock go.
You never opened it?
Would you have gone? If you'd known?
I would have. I came here a traveler, like everyone back then. I only stayed because of her. She inspired many of us. Her dream became our dream. And I loved her more than life itself. I would have done anything. I did when she disappeared. I couldn't believe it. Why would I? She spent months in that desert every year. I believed she would return, so... No, I did not read the letter. You carried the torch for her, Trudy, without question, and nearly met the same fate.
Oh,
Hey, Ma's spirit was stronger than her body could ever be. She gave us hope when there was none. Her memory kept us all alive, kept us fighting. There was only one thing she loved more than Sandrock. It was you and me, Pa.
You all were right. It is quite a view.
the wind's picking up. Come on, Mort. Let's get you down the mountain before you catch a cold.
If it's all right, I'd like to stay a little longer.
I've got him. You all go on ahead.
All right. Maybe better give him some space.
Don't stay up here too long, all right?
Look at us. A couple of old fools.
Pretty good. For a couple of fools.
Her dream. It came true after all.
All because of one stubborn old man.
Hey, you think that was Martel's spirit who sent Mort the letter just now?
It's nice knowing that someone like Martel's up there watching over us. Things are not always as they seem. That's a lesson we learn time and time again in Sandrock. In my book, both Mort and Martel are both heroes, more than ever. Everyone will want to know the truth, but for now, let's just give them some peace. Good. Now, let's all get back to our greener Sandrock.
Thank you. See ya.
Howdy!
Ah. Hmm. Wow, thanks. Thank you. You know, I think we're quite similar. We're both very quiet. We don't waste words. Even face to face. Little is said, and as such, little we would regret. Thanks.
I'm here to
What we
discuss
talked
that
about
too.
yesterday.
I want to see what the builder thinks as well.
Look, there's the builder. Come join us. Nia needs your help.
Well, you know how I've been helping out at the moisture farm. But with the greenification of Sandrock almost complete, I'm going to have more free time. So, I was thinking, maybe it's time for me to start something of my own. I want to settle down in Sandrock, just like you have. But I'm still not sure what that something should be. Mian told me to follow my dreams and do what my heart desires. You know, I've always had a passion for tending to various plants in the garden since I was a kid. So... That's an interesting idea, but it might take time. Ooh, I could open a shop! But what would I sell? Gardening tools?
That's perfect. And you could also sell flowers. You know, I've always wanted to be a shop owner too. When I was a kid, I used to dream of opening a bakery or a florist shop. Funny how life turned out. I became a builder like the rest of my family. While I might not be skilled at growing plants, I love having them to decorate my house. I'm sure there are more people like me in Sandrock, and we don't have a store catering to that yet. So I think that's a brilliant idea.
I see. Selling flowers makes sense. It's easier than dealing with just gardening tools, which I have to import and find storage space for. But with flowers, I can grow them myself. Perhaps Zeke would even let me use a plot in his moisture farm. But how can I afford to rent a shop? I know I could ask my family for support as a last resort, but I'd prefer to figure it out on my own. Really? Really, really? You're the best! I'll happily accept it. But don't fret, I'll pay you back once the profits roll in. Now, let's think about the location. The main street doesn't have much space for a new shop. And if we set up too far from the town center, it might be inconvenient for people, especially if they want to buy those heavy gardening tools.
I have a balcony in front of my workshop that's currently free to use, but it's not big enough for a whole shop.
What if we just set up a flower display rack there?
Ah, a display rack with a canopy! That sounds about right. It'll look lovely on my balcony and provide some extra shopping space. By the way, I still have some extra funds left after donating to the Sandrock School, so I thought you could have it. You know, it's like an investment.
Thank you, but what the builder has offered is more than enough.
But it's just that I'd really love to be a part of this. I mean, I told you I dreamed of opening a shop when I was a kid, and I wasn't joking. I just never got the chance. That's why I want to invest in the business. I thought you could use some extra goals to order different flowers from other places and attract more customers. And I could help you with whatever you need help with. I kind of wish to run the business with you. Is that a possibility?
Ah, I see. Of course. I'd love to be business partners with you, Mian. It would be a dream come true for both of us.
Really? Thank you so much, Nia. Just tell me what you need me to do. While I may not be an expert in planting, I'll try my best. I'll even ask Zeke to teach me some techniques.
That's all right. We'll figure out the planting part together. First, let's come up with a name for our business. Even if it's just a few racks, it's our special place. Any ideas? It's a little non-specific. Every other shop in town has a name, and we should have something special too. I thought so too. I want the name to represent both of us in some way.
But Mian, they don't sound very catchy.
How about we put your name first? We could call it Minnie. Because it's small and cute. Plus, people will immediately know it belongs to you and me.
That's brilliant! I love it! How about Mini Botanica? It reflects that we sell not only flowers, but also plants and everything related to gardening.
It's settled then. Let's name it Mini Botanica. We have a name and a location. Now I need to prepare some flowers for sale. And of course, the flower display rack. Anything you can help with?
Perfect! I'll take care of the display rack then. My gardening skills might not match my building skills, but I'll do my best.
Okay, I'll design a recipe for the display rack.
And I'll ask around and see what people want to buy from our shop and then get the flower seeds.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help. We'll send you what you need tomorrow.
Goodbye! See you soon!
Darling, you're here. I knew you'd remember. I've already finished designs for 2 collections. I'll give you a sneak preview. I I designed 2 sets of clothing, some formal wear and swimwear. I've made more than 10 sets for each design. You really are so wonderful. The scene, a rapidly changing Sandrock. Blooming flowers, celebrations all around, the people, still dressed in their boring clothes. We need some aesthetics. We lack diversity. We need a breath of new, fashionable air. And then, here we are, with the lush trees, the flowing water, and the longing for a long dip. So lightbulb moment, swimsuits. I never thought this day would come, but I finally think the time is right. I am going to put these on the catwalk. Yes, a fashion show. As I was drawing them, I could picture it. The lights, the gasping faces, the stunning designs, and me at the back, needling the final touches on a hypnotizing piece. It will be a 2-day affair, each day focusing on one series. This was, I am hesitant to admit, in fact Trudy's idea. She was more than supportive and believed one day to simply be too short. Now, what else is needed? First of all, clothing production. I am but the designer. I do not possess the skill to create these magnificent pieces. Ha! I can see your expression. No, I do not need you to make them. I have already asked Vivi, and she has agreed to work with me. Now, the issue of the venue. Trudy believes that the show could bring in tourists and offered to host it outside the city hall. But the construction of the stage will be your piece de resistance. With Trudy's support, honestly, this has grown bigger than I could have imagined. I even have my models, and they love the designs. Heidi's already made a diagram for you. You just need to make it and give it to me. That's not a problem, right? You're quite the go-getter, aren't you? It's positively charming. Well, I just have to prepare the clothes, organize the order of the show, then, when you have built the stage, please give it to me. Believe me, Sandrock will soon be the cosmopolitan hub of the Free Cities.
I've been in contact with the Alliance Council, and I just can't in good faith recommend anything other than the full extent of the law, transfer to the Atara Maximum Security Prison. You betrayed us, and have shown no sign of remorse. I will contact the authorities and organize the transport.
I accept all punishment, Trudy, and will abide accordingly.
Then, I will keep you informed of the date of your departure. I just can't understand it. Why?
It's no excuse, but I did what I believed was right.
But this town, everyone living here, after all you did for us, everything you said in your sermons, you kept us safe, your guidance. I even trusted you to teach my daughter. I thought you cared.
I truly do.
Please, don't give me that.
No, I was not used. betrayed. My actions were my own, and I am no one's puppet. I will face all the consequences with dignity.
Well, thank you for your cooperation.
You were a patsy. These words rung in my head. I had been taken for a fool. This I realize now more than ever. I truly thought Duvos wanted the same thing as me, that they were on the right side of history. Their actions do not correlate to the proclamations they gave me. Recently, I have been grasping at something, anything, that would validate my actions since I have been in Sandrock. The more I searched, the more I came to only one truth. There was nothing. My handlers were simply telling me what they wanted me to believe. That must have been simply a diversion. If I could have pushed everyone out of Sandrock, and Duvos could excavate the ruins in secrecy. My arrest threw a proverbial wrench into the works. It appears to have pushed their hand. I was then left to rot. They never cared about me. They never cared about my ideals. When I was of age, I left to study in Mady. My family were believers in the light, and I dreamed of spreading the word. I always feared the day of Calamity. Feared the light being extinguished once more. I quickly befriended Matilda. She was older than me, working as a tutor in the guided study sessions. I remember when I first met her, when I attended her session the first time. She was helping a group of students with their questions on faith. She was kind, understanding. Whenever I disagreed with the doctrine of the church, she listened. Later, I started to feel that the teachings were not enough. The Church of the Light has an unwavering trust in people above all else. It's the individual people that got the human race through the age of darkness. This is why you see Sandrock being somewhat loose with Age of Corruption technology. I am somewhat more pessimistic about human nature. Allowing humans freedom to pursue their vanities is what led to the day of Calamity. Those around me in the church did not take the teaching seriously. Even the deacon. It was as if they had forgotten the sins of our forefathers. During my studies, I became depressed. I drifted further from the teachings, became isolated, and found myself more radical. Then, an agent from Duvos made contact. The things they told me, that Duvos would regulate technology. Everything I heard aligned with my beliefs. They wanted structure. They wanted to ensure no one else ever lost their lives. They wanted to ensure the safety of humanity. I see now in retrospect, Matilda used my grief against me. She was conditioning me. She must have told an agent of my wavering faith and guided their hand from the background. While I was studying in Mady, my town was destroyed. Thus, I am a child of the lost city. Our existence was always a delicate balance. Being a town skirting the border of the peripheries, we were aware of the dangers and largely went unbothered. As I went to study in Mady, I bid my hometown farewell, though kept in regular contact. It may surprise you, but I took part in many of the onboarding activities and was a strong advocate for the church school. It seems strange to reflect on that now. During my studies, DOS was attacked by a creature from the peripheries. It happened overnight, without warning. Everyone in town was killed. My parents, You cannot imagine it. My entire town destroyed by a monster in the blink of an eye. Just thinking about what my people went through, it is truly harrowing. The depths of despair cannot comprehend what my family endured. I pray that it was quick. When the news was announced at school, I felt everyone's eyes on me. They were fixed, filled with an empty pity. I fell into a trance, simply glided through the halls, unable to process what had happened. I needed to talk, to confront it. Where were the Rangers or the Civil Corps? How did we not see it coming? How could the Alliance let this happen? The questions burned into my mind. I sought answers, but people avoided me, said I was too intense. Within a week, people were laughing again, enjoying themselves. They'd all forgotten already. Countless lives lost, yet they returned to their lives again as if nothing had happened. Everyone simply avoided me further, except for Matilda, Sheilas. I fell into the darkness. I sunk into the questions that were burning on my tongue. How could the Alliance let this happen? How are we allowing the sins of our forefathers leave us in ruin? How could the Free City simply abandon us? I expected a rescue. I expected the Rangers to search and destroy that monster from the peripheries, but no. They saw it as a lost cause and moved on. My family were not even buried. They were left there for the wilds to consume. It was then that my heart was blackened to the Alliance, that my thoughts started to drift. I was vulnerable. I was lost. I was found by Matilda and led astray. She would encourage me to think independently, to question myself. She said my fears were valid, and that I was a fiercely independent thinker. And while she did not agree with me, she valued my beliefs. I now believe she was taking note of my doubts, and behind closed doors crafting a narrative that reciprocated my beliefs. A narrative she then passed on to handlers. It was no mere coincidence that I was sold a beautiful vision of Duvos. I should have seen this sooner, but I was blinded by their words. It answered all of my questions. It appears so. All that I took for Duvos ideals were simply my own being reflected back to me. In that light, what I have done to Sandrock is unforgivable. It is only now that the blinds have been pulled back. I must face my actions head on. I still believe that we as a species need to control our desires to pursue unfettered technology. Loss must not happen again. However, it does not excuse what I did. I have wronged the people of this town and the Free Cities. I must accept penance for my actions. I must take this as a time for personal growth. Thank you for coming to see me all this time.
Oh, didn't expect to run into you here. Came to enjoy the view? Really? Let me enjoy this view as well. 3, 2, 1. Staring contest! No, I just got something in my eye. Oh, Sandrock, it's just so sandy. Anyway, I'm here to collect some samples. Look at this. Now that the mama tree is back to life, other plants are thriving around it. Life truly begets life. I know we're joking around just now, but you're right. It really is a beautiful sight. When trees reach a certain age, they start being a life support system for various other life forms in the ecosystem. Each has its own preferences and requirements, but even with that, they grow together like a family made of different parts. I need to collect some specimens so I can really get into the nitty-gritty of how they're growing. But I kinda forgot to bring my climbing gear. Can you give me a boost? I just need to ascend a bit and collect some plant samples from up there. Just like how we used to collect cherries. I know you're worried, but I'll be careful. Collecting samples isn't as easy as just taking a handful and moving on. You need to be careful you maintain their structure and integrity. Nature is delicate, you know? Besides, I'll figure out what I need once I get up there, so it's gotta be me. Don't worry, I've done this loads before. Look, I'll climb up from right there. I see it. Oh, just a little further. That's it. Just a little more. Just now, Did you mean it? I have something I want to say. Since we've been young, I've always had you with me. I don't know when, but I started to feel comfortable, familiar, when you're here with me. When you left Highwind, it felt like a part of me left. I felt just pure loss. I didn't know how to cope until I saw you again. I know that visit was only 3 days, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. Every day after that, it felt like I couldn't wait to get to Sandrock to see you again. As time went on, I focused on my studies, but that feeling never left. I kept walking past the train station, imagining myself leaping onto the next train. When Professor Law and I got the invitation to come to Sandrock, I felt like I was walking into a daydream. That feeling has now been replaced by the shiver of excitement. In all this time, I've realized I love you. I think I always have. I tried to fight it, say that we're just good friends, but it's just not true. But now, it seems like you feel the same way? Really? You feel the same? Then we're not just best friends. I love you, my builder. Today's my lucky day, I guess. I picked some samples and got a little surprise too. Anyway, I'm going to go to the moisture farm to process these samples. Bye-bye, sweetie. That feels a little weird still. I'll see you later, okay?
anyone need a makeover?
Hey there! Pablo and Owen have been having these deep discussions late into the night about how to make the stage dramatic. I never expected Owen to be so gung-ho about it.
Howdy!
See ya.
This is cool.
Most of you have heard of the geeklers. Some of you may have even seen a few up close. There's another mutant species out there, though that not everyone knows about. In fact, not much is known about them at all. Some say they're half human, half mole. Others say they're half mole, half human. I tend to believe the answer lies somewhere in the middle. In any case, it's rumored that these talking animals all came from the same place. Some kind of old world laboratory where they used to do experiments on animals. Kinda unfair that we have to suffer the consequences of actions taken by people before us, huh? Most of you have heard of the Geekler. There's in any case, kinda...
Impressive. Thanks.
Hello, my builder. So, today's our first official day as a couple. I thought we could do something to commemorate it. Come and meet me under the tree we were at yesterday. I've got a surprise.
Absolutely beautiful, darling. I can see it now. The walk, the turn, the pout. Oh, Peach, I'm just so excited. Ahem. Excuse me. I can foresee how it will all play out, and it's delightful. Me, standing on stage, introducing the show. No, please, hold your applause. Okay, maybe just a little. Then exit stage right, the audience chanting my name. Pablo, Pablo, Pablo. The first fashion show in Sandrock, and the most exciting in the Free Cities. It is within sight. You've been instrumental. The fashion elite will thank you.
I brought these 2 wooden plaques. I thought we could write a wish. I've already written mine. This one is for you. After you finish, we can hang them together on the tree. It represents us and our future. Come on, write your wish. Okay, let's hang it up. Ta-da! I'm sure our wishes will come true. Oh, you're already done. Mian and I are almost done as well, and we're all set to open in 3 days. Don't forget to stop by and show my business some love. If you can't make it during the day, no worries. Mian and I plan to have a celebratory dinner at 6 p.m. on that day at the Blue Moon. I'd love to have you there. I can't wait for our mini botanica to open. It may not be much, but it's something I can call my own. It'd make my ma and pa proud. Probably your parents as well. Do you remember that little fashion show when we were in school? I wore that beautiful skirt and even won. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Catch you later.
Welcome to this fireside meeting, everyone. Wow, quite a turnout. Now, I hardly need to mention all the magnificent progress our town has made in recent days. One need only take a short look around. Water flows into the town from the north. A forest of trees surrounds and protects us from sandstorms. And Sandrock itself has become a bastion of life. The oasis we always knew it could be. On behalf of everyone who made this happen, our builders, our researchers in the moisture farm, And you too, the citizens who encouraged us all to be the best we could be. I welcome you to a new age for Sandrock.
Can I get a yeehaw?
Never thought I'd see the day.
To a better Sandrock.
We love you, Trudy!
I tend to find happy endings a bit tiring, but... Oh, just this once I'll let loose. Yee-haw!
We the best! We did it!
I say we make Trudy mayor for life. All hail the new Sandrock order.
They tried to knock us down, but we never gave up.
With that said, the next quinquennial Free Cities Alliance Summit is coming up. Usually it's hosted by Atara or Highwind, but this time I have volunteered Sandrock to host, and the council has accepted. It was always Martel's dream to share this beautiful oasis with her fellow man. That dream was taken from her by greed, but we have restored it with indomitability and telesis. Other than the leaders of the Free Cities, I also propose that we invite any and all from across the Free Cities to come and see what we have done during the summit. To see the jewel of the Eufaula as it once was, the stuff of legend, thought to be washed away by the sands of time, now here, as real as you and me.
Sandrock on the world stage, huh?
Way to go!
Party at the Blue Moon?
Remember the last time we had so many
bowls.
folks interested in the town?
Thank you for your support. Having a legend like you on my side gives me great confidence.
That's right. What's the point of doing anything if you can't even brag about it? Them city slickers still think we're all a bunch of backwater sandbillies. How many lands did y'all greenify? How many sandstorms y'all eradicated? How many licks does it take to get to the chocolatey center of a sand roll?
Cooper,
Yes,
save it for the reception.
I want everyone to invite everyone they know, anyone who might be interested in seeing our new Sandrock, whether it be family, friends, or business partners. It's gonna be a big celebration. Any other questions or objections?
Should we dial back our personalities again?
You know what? No, not at all. Going forward, I want us to be us. If someone doesn't want to be here because of who we are, well then, that's their loss. And Owen, as you suggested, I believe the Blue Moon will be as good a place as any to hold a banquet. The summit will take place over the course of a few days, and, well, I'll let you know the schedule when I do.
Ooh, I'll get those bowls sparkling.
Till then, everyone just relax. Maybe put a new flower or two in your garden if you get the time. Every little bit helps.
Can do.
Builders, perhaps some last-minute preparations may find their way onto the commission board, but I'm sure it's nothing you and the guild can't handle.
Rest easy, Mayor. Our builders are the best around.
Good. I'll inform everyone of the exact date once it's set in stone. With that, I think we can call this meeting to an end. I'd like, if I may, to conclude with a familiar phrase. One that has taken on new meaning in this new age of Sandrock history. For all we've been through, can we please just have one more?
Conserve water!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Take it easy.
big news! Let's get over to City Hall. I'll explain more there. Hello! Hello, everyone.
You're here! Welcome!
Indeed, this will be our guild's finest hour.
Grace, tell them what you told me.
With pleasure, Madam Mayor. I must confess, I've been keeping something from you all since I got back. So unlike me, right? Before my retirement, I was fortunate enough to be able to brush shoulders with some of the higher-ups. One conversation led to another, and eventually, the topic of the Alliance's next defense commission came up. Long story short, they want Sandrock to build the next Alliance airship.
The legendary 6-star commission!
Ooh. But wait, an airship? I thought the Alliance usually used Tall Sky and Vega 5 workshops to build their planes and airships.
I'm afraid they'll be of no use this time, as this airship will be built like no other. You see, back during the defense of Sandrock, while the Builder and the Civil Corps were down in the thick of it, I wasn't just up on that Duvos ship playing hide and seek. I managed to nab a copy of their newest Victor-class airship plans.
I really have to say, though, I am disappointed.
Are you kidding me?
You're not impressed? Duvos engineering is known for its frightening advancements.
Frightening indeed. Have you seen its wiring designs in the engine room? And granted, some of it is cutting edge, but based on what you told me the other day, Grace, I'd just been hoping it'd be a bit more advanced.
Gee, Director, sorry my stolen secret plans from behind enemy lines aren't good enough for you. Guess you'll just have to design your own airship.
No, that won't be necessary. I can simply make some adjustments. Your performance has been quite adequate. Thank you, Miss Grace.
You're welcome.
Quick question? Yeah, so you all called me here to tell me you want to build a warship? How can I put this? I think there might be a little bit of scripture on almost every page that says we shouldn't do that. So, yeah.
That brings me to my next point. I don't want to see a Duvos-inspired warship floating around our fair city either. I've called upon our horticultural specialist to help install this airship with some greenification technology. We're going to make it our own, inside and out. You can count on us, Mayor.
I'll bet we could use the weapon tech to just shoot algae and seeds instead.
Have it fly over new planting grounds?
Ooh, I like the sound of that!
We can go 50-50 on the cannons.
Sounds like we're all on the same page.
Let's talk logistics. Director, take it away.
Indeed. The first thing we'll need is a couple of the powerful engines from the Starship ruins. Obviously not the ones on the Olympia, as they were destroyed, but I've seen a few other, smaller ones on my expeditions there. At the time, I opted against procuring them as I'm not strong. Such a procurement might easily be accomplished by someone powerful like the Builder, though. I'll tell you about it later. Once I have the engines in hand, I'll spend a short time studying them and the Duvos design, where Sleepyhead and myself will make engineering tweaks for them to be modded into a better ship.
I forgot to ask, how did you get Mint here on such short notice?
Space Case here sent me a telegram saying, "Emergency, come, now," without any context. Since I was invited to the summit celebration anyway, I thought I'd come early.
I'd wanted to elaborate more in the telegram, but it would have taken too long to type it out. It was better to explain in person. Besides, I really do need your help. You're the best engineer I know.
No worries, everyone. I'm here now. Glad to be of service.
Yes, back to the plan. I want to emphasize that an airship is considered the pinnacle of our current scientific and engineering capability, so suffice to say, it'll be a massive undertaking for everyone involved. The main components will be the airship itself, the area spray requested by the botanists, and the construction pad. We'll need the construction pad first before the airship can be assembled. How would you like to divide the labor, Commissioner?
I think we'll keep feeding the hot hands. Builder will build the airship. Me and can handle the spray. The other builders around Sandrock, myself included, will complete the construction pad first.
You got it. Just need a diagram.
On it!
And I suppose Miss Heidi will be designing the pad?
Already on the drawing board.
We've become quite the team, haven't we? Well, look at us. One of the biggest projects in the Free Cities just dropped into our laps, and we're ready to dive right into it.
I can attest, even in Tall Sky, you'd be hard-pressed to assemble a team as capable as this.
While we're all here like this, I'd just like to say, I've never been more proud to be a Sandrocker than right now. It's been an honor. But let's save our celebrations for the party. If we work quickly, the airship will be ready in time to take our guest on its maiden voyage.
Sounds doable.
I calculate a high probability of success.
Think we can do it.
We can totally do it.
I have faith in everyone.
Me too! No surprise there, I guess.
It'll be the Sandrock Commerce Guild's finest hour.
I'd say it's a done deal too, right?
That's right!
All right then, I think that about settles it. Let's get to it.
So, about the engines, they're in the Starship abandoned ruins. Some are completely buried, so I had no chance of getting them out. Once you have them, bring them to me and Sleepyhead, and I'll get to work. Thanks.
Hello! You look well today. I actually came by to ask a favor. As you're aware, we're planning for the Alliance Summit. I've already gone over the government invitation list, but I was wondering if you wouldn't mind helping me get a head count for invitations from people around town? I feel like if I ask everyone, it's a little too official. Most folks would be a bit more comfortable if you handled the surveying. Do you mind? Thank you. And, well, I must admit some ulterior motives. I don't believe anyone can resist your charm. Just run around and ask whoever comes to mind. Then check in when you have anything to report.
Be seeing you.
Oh, hey! I just ran into the mayor. You're going around and asking about invites, yeah? Ooh, you're asking me now too? Well, I'd invite my folks, but they're in Seaside. Like, what? I mean, I always said they should travel, but I meant Portia or here. The moment I leave and they head for Seaside. That's like 1,000 leagues the opposite way. Hey, you should invite your folks. They're kind of like my second pair of parents, so you'd be doing everyone a favor. Well, yeah. When's the last time you saw them? You must be homesicker than that one wind turbine that blew halfway up to Barnarock. You remember when that happened? Yeah. Tell Trudes your rents are going on the list. Oh, and tell your ma to cook those pork chops I like. I know this isn't a potluck. Who cares? Hey, I hardly recognized you without your nose buried in that work table of yours. So, does that mean you have time for a date? The weather should be clear tonight. We could go stargazing. Stars sparkling above, cool breeze in the air carrying those unique scents and smells. Now that I think about it, I've hardly taken the time to look at the stars here at all. So, let's do it. Let's meet at the shipwreck ruins around 10 p.m. Sure, we could try to use Chi's telescope, but I prefer au naturel. Besides, I don't want him hassling us anyway. Best to just be us. See you soon.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! Have you come to celebrate with me? Yes, it was just yesterday that by the stairs and the ceramic gate reached a combined profit of 100,000 goals! Isn't that amazing? I never really thought we'd make it this far. But, with wonderful friends like you, sure enough, here we are! Thank you! Thank you! I've been wearing this smile ever since we crunched the numbers. I'm even smiling in my sleep. And every moment I'm here at the store as well. Which has been good. Customers always appreciate a nice smile coming their way. Oh, that's right. The big summit. Invitations? Wow. I guess I gotten so caught up with the business it all just slipped my mind. Who to invite? Well, I'm afraid I can't really think of anyone. Everyone back home is pretty tied up at the moment. Does anyone fit that particular description? Oh, how could I forget? We should invite Mr. Musa. I had meant to write him a letter, thank him, tell him how we're doing, but... well, I guess I kept hearing this little voice in my head like, "Your small cabbages, Albio. Musa isn't going to want to hear about any cabbages." But 100,000, that's a pretty big milestone, right? Certainly surpasses cabbage money. You'll want to hear about that, right? Yes. If you would, please add Musa's name to the guest list. Of course, he might be busy, but you never know.
Invitations for our big Sandrock open house? Or what was it we're calling it? Summit celebration? Well, sure, Sandrock has been an integral part of my career, if nothing else. I'd love to help make this event better in any way I can. I could invite the folks, but this really is developing into more of a meet and greet, businessy type events, isn't it? There are my friends at Atara Times, and also all the people who are always writing in to ask how Sandrock is doing. We've got quite a following over there now, in case you didn't know. I've got it! I'll ask my sister to come visit and make an appearance. There's very little I can think of that would garner more attention for our event, other than the leaders meeting, than having the world-renowned Luna on the guest list. Maybe I can even convince her to perform. It's settled then! I'll telegraph her immediately. Please, put her name on the guest list. Thank you!
Hey there! Oh, who am I inviting to the party? Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't send an invite over to Albert and Mint and Portia. They helped us on our way up. We gotta show them where we made it to now. And who knows, they might have ideas for where to go next. Staying good with our friends in Portia is a must. They're a close neighbor. And there've got to be tons of ways we can help each other out now that the road is done. Oh, you're talking about Master Verna. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said it hadn't crossed my mind. I did want to ask Master Verna to come see what all we've done here. But that'd be kind of petty, wouldn't it? I didn't come back here just to prove something to an old teacher. I came here because I knew it was the right thing to do. Well, it ain't like an old micro pig to learn new tricks. But certainly our results here speak for themselves. More than anything, I have a feeling she'll have critique up and firing within 10 minutes of seeing our stuff. Ah, to heck with it. Yeah, let's put her on the list. Worst thing she can do is ignore us. Or, well, show up and make a scene. But I can handle that. Yeah, there are a lot of things that could go right with this. Master does have major connections in Atara. If she has fun out here, well, who knows? Thanks for spitballing with me. Go ahead and put her on the list.
Thank you.
I see. Wow, quite the guest list. Do you think they're all really going to show up? I ended up doing a bit of poking around myself. Cooper asked me to find his old jam band he played with in Walnut Grove 20 years ago. But the only clue he gave me to contact them was they're married to the sea now. Jensen asked me to find Dylan, the father of modern trains, but with the caveat that he'd only appear if we make the party a 5-train minimum. So that's out. In any case, glad you had more luck than me. I'll put all these names on the list. Expect your own invite soon as well. Thank you.
Yes, Master. Goodbye.
Thank you everyone for joining us in the very first Desert Teaked fashion show. Before now, Sandrock was seen as a land bereft of art, a barren wasteland of desperate utility. Then, a young man had a dream, a vision. Now that man's vision has come to life, breathed new life into this town. Sandrock now has become a metropolis of Bohemian society. Although we may be situated in a dry, lifeless desert, it does not mean our fashion must be dry and lifeless. So today, we've raised the curtain on our new style, Desert Teaked. The Desert Teaked fashion show will take place over 2 days, and today's theme will be Starlight. It is inspired by the majestic stars of the desert night. And with this, the stars come to Sandrock. Welcome our wonderful models to the stage. I hope you enjoyed our stars lighting up the stage. That was our Starlight collection. If you wish to buy them, you can talk to me for orders. Everyone is welcome. I can assure you we will tailor for your needs. If you're interested, don't hesitate. Of course, we want to make everything according to taste. What is fashion without personality? Any changes can be requested, and we're happy to oblige. We will have a complete design document available soon. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., we will see the Summer Heat Swimwear Series. I hope you can all show your beautiful faces.
Phew! Hey! Sorry. Have you been waiting long? Phew, good. I just got into one of those things where I was like, did I leave the lights on at the moisture farm? Did I forget to water the new saplings? Ran back and forth a few times. I get a little spacey sometimes over there. So much to do. But looks like I got here just in the nick of time. So, let's look around and find ourselves a good star-seeing spot. Phew! Top of the world, Ma! Hey, is it just me, or does it feel like we're actually closer to the stars up here? We've been so busy lately. It's a delight to have just you and me up here, and not a worry in the world. To tell you the truth, I've been fearing for a while now that you're having so much fun in Sandrock, making a new life and all that I'm being left behind. That's why I always bring up the past. Yes, it's really childish of me and somewhat unhealthy, but you're very important to me. I don't want to lose you. What? Oh, now I'm super embarrassed. Why didn't you tell me, you meanie? Well, whatever the case. Now that we're here, in the now, I want to make lots of new memories. With you. Golden years. I don't know why. I just thought of that. You know what they say about the golden years. You never know when you're in them. And when you do know, it's too late to cherish it in the moment. What's that look? See anything you like? Oh, what'd I miss? Anything good? Nah, I think I just got my second wind. I used to think Sandrock was kind of weird. The wind's all wrong here, I thought. I really only stayed because of you. But now, I think I kind of like it. And the wind? Well, it just puts me to sleep, as we have seen. Oh yeah, I just dreamed about us. We were sitting on top of your workshop. And there was a huge meteor shower. Huge! Falling stars everywhere. Some of them fell down to our planet and even landed on us. But it didn't hurt. It was just a light show. And it felt like a kiss from the stars. Whoa! Look! A shooting star! A real one! Quick! Make a wish! What luck! Did you know this was going to happen? It seems, with you, all my dreams really do come true. Okay, now I am tired for real. As tempted as I am to sleep out under the stars, I think that'd just be a one-way ticket to pneumonia. Next time, sleeping bags. Thanks for taking me out. I can't remember the last time I had such a good night. Other than, well, the last time we did this. Let's head home, get some rest. And I hope your wish comes true.